The year 1994 witnessed a movie so monumental that it didn't just rattle the major studios, it completely redefined the potential and scope of independent filmmaking. That film was Pulp Fiction, and its director, a fast-talking former video store clerk named Quentin Tarantino, was about to become an icon. The movie wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural watershed moment that remains powerfully relevant 3 decades later. Before this explosion, Tarantino was a recognized talent, but still on the fringes. His audacious 1992 debut, Reservoir Dogs, a violent, dialogue-heavy heist film that famously never shows the heist, had garnered him serious attention in the independent film world. He'd also successfully sold screenplays for both True Romance and Natural Born Killers, showcasing his unique prowess as a writer capable of blending dark humor with sharp-edged violence. Yet, despite being a rising star, he was not yet a mainstream director. After the indie success of Reservoir Dogs, major studios came calling with big-budget offers, but Tarantino refused to be rushed or assimilated. Instead, he made a deliberate move. He retreated to a one-room apartment in Amsterdam to write, determined to craft the movie he wanted to make, entirely on his own terms. That script, which brilliantly wove together multiple, non-linear narratives about the Los Angeles criminal underworld, became Pulp Fiction. The film's first public screening at the 1994 Cannes Film Festival was nothing short of explosive. Audiences and critics were simultaneously baffled and captivated by its nonlinear structure, its pop culture-infused rapid-fire dialogue, and its almost ironic blend of sudden, shocking violence and laugh-out-loud humor. It was an experience unlike anything the cinematic world had witnessed, telling a series of interconnected stories that were less about the crime itself and more about the quirky, mundane details of what criminals do during their downtime, like discussing foot massages or the differences between European and American fast food. Against the odds, this audacious, low-budget American independent feature seized the festival's most prestigious award, the Palme d'Or. This victory was a seismic event, catapulting Pulp Fiction from an indie curiosity to a global phenomenon. It would go on to earn 7 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture, and secured Tarantino the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. The staggering success of Pulp Fiction, grossing over $200 million worldwide on a modest $8 million budget, transformed Tarantino's life overnight. He was instantly elevated to a household name, hailed as one of Hollywood's most brilliant and idiosyncratic writers and directors. More significantly, the film had a sweeping, transformative effect on the industry itself. It provided irrefutable proof that indie films could be both critically groundbreaking and massively profitable, single-handedly opening the floodgates for a new wave of independent cinema and filmmakers. The movie also became legendary for its impact on its cast. It famously revitalized the career of John Travolta, granting him an unprecedented comeback, and catapulted the already talented Samuel L. Jackson and Uma Thurman to A-list stardom. Tarantino had arrived, but he did it by sticking fiercely to his unique vision, creating a cultural watershed moment whose echoes are still felt throughout modern cinema. Pulp Fiction was more than just a successful movie. It was a defiant declaration of artistic independence that cemented Tarantino's signature style and ensured he would have the creative freedom to pursue his singular vision for the rest of his career. Every film that followed, from Jackie Brown to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, stands in the shadow of this undeniable masterpiece.